So my name's Karen, I'm 49, and my breast cancer journey started in June last year. I found a lump on my breast, quickly Googled it, as we all do, and I thought, right. So it was actually near a menstrual cycle, so I thought, well, I'll have that first and see if it's still there. So it was still there. So I went to my GP. There's a history of breast cancer. I lost my mum to breast cancer 15 years ago now, and she was young as well. So they referred me to the Breast Institute on a fast track. And I went and had my first ever mammogram and biopsy and all that sort of stuff. And sometimes you get a funny feeling, don't you? I just kind of thought, I think this is um, just things that they were doing, and then she clipped it and all sorts of stuff, and then you have that agonising 2 weeks wait for the results, which was horrendous, sleepless nights and all that kind of stuff. And then I've got children, I've got two young sons, so it's panicking about them and what's going to happen. So it was the 16th of July, then I got the results to say that I have got breast cancer. It was very small. They were surprised that I found it because it was only really little. But the plan was surgery, radiotherapy, and then hormone tablets. So I thought, right, it's very scary, but you take it all on board. And then I had my surgery on the 6th of August. So I had the cancer removed, and then they lifted both of my breasts so that they're the same because I had very large boobs. So they said not to go for like a mastectomy or anything because there was lots to work with. So I was lucky that way. And then because of my age being under 50, they wanted to do some additional testing on my cancer, the oncotype testing. So they did that, which again was another wait because then they send that to America to decide whether I would have to have any chemotherapy, which was my big, I didn't want to have chemo. But with the results, it came back at 33%. So it was have chemo. They said to me anything under 16, I wouldn't necessarily have to, we could have a conversation. But when it came back at 33, I thought, well, that's definitely. So then I've had to have chemotherapy, which for me was the worst part. I think it was just the physical side effects, and then I lost all my hair, which for me was a massive part of my identity. I've always had really thick, long, dark, curly hair, and I could do everything with my hair, and I feel that was the hardest part. The surgery, it was just a case of you've got to go have it. All I have to do is wake up. The surgeon does everything else, but the chemo was, that was the hardest bit for me. But I made it through. I finished chemo 3 weeks ago now. So this Thursday would have been my next cycle, but I'm all done, so I'm really excited. And then I've still got to have some radiotherapy, but that's only nine sessions, so hopefully not too bad. And then I'll be on hormone therapy for 5 years because it's estrogen receptive. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's been a whirlwind. It's had quite a lot of emotional side effects for me because it sort of took me back to my mum. And obviously things have changed since my mum. My mum was sort of 15, 16 years ago. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this, because research and things I know, I can see for myself how much it has helped, like things that weren't available to her. Like when I had my mammogram, I had dye put in my breast to inflate everything, and stuff like that just wasn't available when my mum went through it. I would say take each step at a time. Don't fixate on the big picture, just concentrate on each bit, because it is overwhelming otherwise to just do it all in one go. When they told me my plan and they said it was a year, I nearly hit the floor because I haven't got a year of my life to give to you for this. Like, I've got kids and school and work, but I just, you know functioned on it each little bit. It was like surgery, we do that and then see what comes next. So shrink it down on one step at a time.